It seems like this is awful. See if I can fix it. Is that better? I actually have Keto brew with heavy whipping cream this morning. Sorry it took me a minute to get going this morning. I'm just going to hang out here and wait for a few of you to show up before I get started. Oh, and it seems like I just notified myself that I'm live, so probably you guys just barely got the notification too. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes for a few people to arrive. Like I said, I've got my Keto brew with heavy whipping cream. I am still trying to eat all of the fat to try and get off of the nuts, and I'm going to give you an update on that in just a second. I disappear inside this giant mug. Look, this mug is as big as my head. I love it. Makes me happy. Very, very good. I also have half of my breakfast that I have been trying to snarf down. That's why I was late this morning. Well, that's one of the reasons why I was late getting started, but I'm trying to put makeup on and eat at the same time. I just got back from the orthodontist, and I'm going to give you guys an update on that. And then we're going to talk protein. So that is where we are at right now. I won't eat in front of you guys if you don't want me to, but... Okay, and I just wanted to ask, before I get started, how is the sound? I'm actually using a microphone today with a fuzzy sock. I'm hoping that the microphone will help eliminate the kids screaming, because last week was kind of a joke. And I appreciate all of you for being patient through that ridiculousness that my kids were doing. Ironically, my kid ended up breaking her toe with that whole, what do you even call that? Fight club that was going on last week while we were doing this. Yeah, my kid totally broke her toe. So that was fun, since we're right in the middle of dance season, and really, I mean, we're in the middle of Nutcracker, which is the biggest issue. I didn't actually take her to the doctor to see if it was broken. I get mixed messages on whether or not that's necessary. We've been buddy taping it, and it seems to be improving with the pain. She's not limping anymore, and yesterday she danced okay, and it's been 6 days. So, well, actually, it's been 7 days as of today, but yesterday it had been 6 days. So, I think either it was broken or I don't know. I don't know. It was her deal. I was mad, you guys. Mad. So I went down there and threatened them with their lives today. And I basically said, if I hear one thing, like, we won't be going to get treats at the gas station for like the next week, which for them is like torture. All right, so go ahead and say your hellos. There's quite a few of you here, actually. Wow, there's a lot more here than usual. So I don't know if I can shout out everyone who's here, but I am going to run back to the beginning and see who's here and try and give you guys as many shout outs as I can. Brandy Cronin is here. Hi, Brandy. Ooh, love keto living. I don't think I've met you before. Welcome. It's good to have you here. PJB Burke, here from Houston. Some of my longtime live chatters are here. Good morning, Jennifer Ness. Good morning, Doris Garcia. I am not actually drinking coffee. I am drinking Keto brew, which is kind of like hot chocolate, but I get ya. Like, oh my gosh, I've already had my caffeine for the morning, but not coffee. But yeah, I'm having this just for fun, just for funsies, for the fat, I guess, because I'm doing a little bit higher fat, which I talked about on Sunday, but we'll talk about that in a second. Amy Lipkin, welcome. Hey, Teresa, Keto Fat Girl No More, she's in the house. Pam D, hello. Karen Rothwell, she says she was just catching up on hide and seek. Thank you, I appreciate it. We only have 400 more watch hours, you guys. So exciting. We hit the 1,000 subscribers this week. It was epic. If you haven't seen I filled my entire house with balloons video, you should check it out, because we seriously blew up 1,000 balloons and let the kids playing them in the house like a giant ball pit to celebrate our 1,000 subscribers, and it was so fun. I would never do something like that without YouTube. YouTube is the best. The best. All right. Let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad this sounds good to you guys. I probably will do that in the future because I just feel like the the windsock thing will hopefully filter out kid noise. I don't know. The microphones on my phone are really, really decent, and so I don't really have a lot of noise that gets in. But I don't know how much of you guys heard of that last week, but it was like literally Fight Club going on just outside the wall. I was just like fit to be tied. They're not usually like that. I still do not know what they were fighting about. They still did not actually say. All right. Hi, Nicole. You're getting a tire fixed. Oh, I hope it goes well and it's not super expensive. I hate buying tires. Oh, I always feel like I'm buying tires. Love Keto Living says that she's having green tea and sugar-free creamer. Sounds good. Bridget Leiden, hello from Chicago. Great. Good to have you. Miss Relatable, hi. Good to see you. Apple, hello. Bev Buck, good to see you from the UK. You're watching. What time is it in the UK right now? I'm so curious. All right. Oh, you changed your name. Love Keto Living. She used to be Servant of God. Okay, good. I do recognize you. That's wonderful. Welcome back. I like your new name. That's cute. Seema Ruby, long time subby, long time Keter. Good to have you here. Laura Trent. Good. All right. Good morning, everybody. Oh, and Diana528 caught you at the last second. All right. I think I got everybody. Oh, Tracy Burton. Sorry. Didn't mean to miss you. Karen said the balloon episode was fun. It was fun in real life. We literally jumped in those balloons for about 45 minutes. And it was really funny not funny that the neighbors ended up, we do not know what happened with the neighbors. So if anyone is wondering like how my neighbors are doing, because in the middle of our video, cops pulled up and a fire engine and an ambulance, and they did wheel my neighbor off on a stretcher. We do not know what's going on up there, or hoping that we will find out, and we've been praying for them. But it was kind of ironic that I had said, someone's going to call the cops on us popping these balloons thinking there's gunfire, and then cops pulled up in front of our house. Oh my gosh. That was epic. It scared me to death. But we had a blast. Anyway, okay. First, since there's quite a few of you guys here, wow, we usually don't have this many here at the beginning of the chat. So welcome everybody. Woo! You guys really want to talk about the protein apparently. So we are going to get into that. But really quickly, before we talk about our subject matter, I just wanted to give you guys an update on my teeth. So I went to the orthodontist today and had my consultation. The orthodontist told me he cannot guarantee that straightening out my teeth is going to help my teeth sensitivity. He did say that the left side of my molars is really misaligned, and that a lot of the sensitivity I'm having on that side could be coming from biting down wrong on that side. So he said it could keep it from getting worse. He can't guarantee, of course, it's going to fix it. I mean, who can? Because we don't know for sure what's causing my sensitivity. All I know is it's making bacon really hard to eat, and that is my main concern. I live on bacon, you guys. I eat bacon every day, and it's getting to be difficult for me to chew because it hurts. So that's my main concern. Secondly, so I will show you, when I bite down, you can see this side is over more, kind of out misaligned, and these teeth cover these teeth. So that's my biggest issue, because he said that over time I am going to grind these away because they rub on these, and I don't want to lose my teeth over time. I don't want to have super short teeth or be forced to put caps on them in the future. So I think I'm doing the braces. At first, I didn't really want to because I really like my crooked teeth, and I kind of hate to lose them because of cute factor. I really think they're cuter than straight teeth. But my longevity of my teeth is more my concern, so I am worried about that. So I'm going to do it. The sad part is that he said I can't do Invisalign. I'm guessing because my back two molars actually point this direction, that it's not an option for me to do Invisalign, which I'm sure you can imagine is kind of a bummer, because I was really hoping that the braces would be removable when I'm having these chats with you guys, and that I could be able to take them on and off. But apparently that's not going to work for me, and I'm going to have to do the real deal. Eek. So I apologize in advance if I talk weird and you're going to have to look at my brace face for like a year and a half. But in the end, it'll be worth it, right? I hope so. I really hope that I don't regret it. And by this time next year, I'll be looking at getting them off soon, and we'll be used to them, and we'll be saying goodbye to them together. I hope that it's not going to interfere with this channel. I know on my other channel it could interfere, but this one I'm worried about the most, since most of it, it's just me sitting here talking to you guys, and I don't know. I just worry about how it's going to affect how I sound. So he was going to put them on today, and I was going to have to skip my live chat. And I was like, no, I cannot do that to my girls, to my peeps, to a few of my boys, because there are a few of you who watch. But I'm doing it tomorrow. So wish me luck. I can't even believe it, you guys. I'm like, my anxiety level is like through the roof. I'm worried I'm going to be in pain. I'm worried I'm going to look funny, and I'm going to talk funny. And I'm like, all my kids have gone through it. And I just never thought at almost 44 years old that I was going to be putting braces on me. In fact, I've seen adults in braces, and I've kind of rolled my eyes a little bit like, oh, come on. But nope, now I get it. Now I get it. And I feel like for me in the long run, it's just going to be better. Now, when I get the retainer in, that ought to be entertainment right there. Because it's going to be hard to talk. And on this channel, I can just take it out and talk to you guys. But on hide and seek, I won't be able to do that. Because I record everything, and I'm going to sound like an utter dork. But, oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so that's the update on me. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. And hopefully it's going to go well. Now, what is the deal with the higher protein? I get this question a lot, and I get criticized a lot. In fact, I recently had someone literally write this page-long comment about how I was going to get some kind of syndrome, like something rabbit syndrome from not eating enough, from eating too much protein. I don't even know. I was just kind of rolling my eyes a little bit. So I thought, you know what? It's been a little while since I've clarified the protein thing on this channel. Most of you are on my Facebook group, and so like we have 3,000 members of you guys on my Facebook group, and so I know a lot of you are very, very well aware of what I am talking about when I get on my food video each week and I say, I do a higher protein, moderate fat version of keto that is set to maintain lean muscle mass while promoting fat loss. Okay, that's my little way I explain it. But apparently it's not sufficient for people, and it's confusing people because I'm saying higher protein. People are thinking that I mean high protein, as in dangerous levels of protein, which is not what I mean. So I want to clarify what I mean by that and why I do it and how it works. And then you guys can ask me questions, and I will answer your questions, and we can chit chat for the rest of the hour. So when I refer to higher protein, what I am saying, I am not saying higher than most the average human being consumes. When I say higher, I am referring to higher than regular keto people that talk on YouTube. Okay? So most of the people on YouTube are doing the high-fat, low-carb version of keto, which is the medical keto. It's good for cancer and epilepsy and all of those things that it was created for. It is a higher fat version of keto, and it is a ratio. So they go by percentages. I am not sure exactly what they are, but I think they are 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbs. So when you're trying to get that much fat into you, your protein levels aren't going to be as high as what I am eating. So what I am consuming is a higher protein level than what most people on YouTube do. Does that make sense? So I'm not saying it's higher in the case that it is extremely high and dangerous and it's going to hurt my kidneys and, oh no, you need to worry about me. No, that is not what I am saying. What it actually is adequate. I would like to call it adequate. I know on the board, who shall not be named, it is called adequate. But I feel like when I say adequate, it just doesn't flow very well. People don't understand what I am saying. I need to come up with a better way of saying it. But what it means is that I am consuming the amount of protein that Dr. Finney, so Dr. Stephen Finney over on VertaHealth blog, he has a blog post about how much protein you should consume at all times in your life to maintain your lean muscle mass, okay? So he has set a number, and it's, I think, 1.8 grams per kilogram is the lowest, up to 2 grams per kilograms of lean body mass. If you know your lean body mass, you can use the math, figure out what your protein number is. I'm going by average. Our macros over on our Facebook page. So if you're wondering how to get those macros, that is where you get them. You can get them on the Facebook page, Keto Chaos. The link is in all of my video descriptions. Probably not this one because I usually don't get around to putting a description into these. I really need to work on that. But it's in all my other videos. So like my food videos or my weigh-in videos, go check there. Or just search Keto Chaos on Facebook. You can also email me if you don't have Facebook at ketochaos@gmail.com. I will send you the whole pin post from my Facebook group for free. No questions asked. Okay? So that's how you get the macros. So my macros are based on that blog post from Dr. Finney. We used that blog post. Brandy used that blog post to come up with the protein numbers. The fat numbers that we give are based on a deficit. Okay, so Dr. Finney says that when you are trying to lose fat from your body, you'll eat that same protein number throughout your life. Like, no matter what your fat does, your protein number will stay the same. So this is a healthy, safe, great, good for you protein number. It is not too high. It is not dangerous. I have friends who have kidney issues who are doing it beautifully. It is not too high. Okay? Is anybody going to argue with me that is too high? It's not too high. It is adequate. Okay. Then the fat, we adjust. Okay? So that's why it gets confusing because people see that my protein grams are higher than my fat grams and assume it's not keto. If you look at it calorically, my fat calorie percentage is still higher than my protein percentage. Okay? It is still higher calorically in fat. I eat plenty of fat for my body to run, even when I'm eating at a deficit. Now, we discussed on my weigh-in on Sunday that I am going to eat all the fat this week because I am trying to get myself back off of those flappin' pumpkin seeds that are just killing me. I want to report that so far so good. So yesterday was 3 days off of pumpkin seeds and I actually felt like a normal human again. My anxiety levels went way down, like way down. And my need for munchies was basically gone again. And I was like, oh, dang it. It's really too bad it's the pumpkin seeds because I really like those, but those are easy to eliminate. So yay. Then I have been consuming more fat. So like I put a lot of heavy whipping cream in my Creole brew this morning, and I've been doing that to try and like hold me over and make me have less munchies. I'm not trying to lose fat this week. Okay, so that's the difference. If I want to lose fat from my body, I will lower my fat grams to a deficit. So I give my body a deficit. So what my basal metabolic rate is, I want to be at least, a 500 calorie deficit in order to burn plenty of fat, okay? And that's where we got the fat numbers from that are in our macros. Those are fat burning macros. You shouldn't have to adjust them your whole time you're doing this, though as you get closer to your goal weight, it becomes more difficult to burn that body fat because your body doesn't burn as many calories, so you may need to adjust them the closer you get to your goal. So far, that hasn't been the case for me. So far, the macros have literally worked from 374 pounds all the way down to today. I was at 190.8. So that's another relief. The weight is going back down. The water weight is releasing even more. And hopefully, I'm going to get back to where I was right before the Women's World photo shoot. That was in October. That was about a month ago as of this week. So I would really like to be back where I was at least then, because I really think that I kicked myself out of ketosis on Halloween eating too many keto treats. And then I basically kept it going by eating too many pumpkin seeds, kept those munchies going on. And, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It just felt like I was off. And I don't test, so I don't really know for sure. I am not going to test. I'm not going to stress over that. My main goal is just to be able to live, to stay keto, to lose weight when I want to, and to be able to stop it when I want to. This is good practice for when I get to my goal weight and I'm done. So being able to figure out how to maintain is just as important as losing. And it's okay to take a break for a little while and then go back to it. So for this week, I am trying adding heavy whipping cream into my drink. I know I normally say don't drink your fats. And I know that the ketogenic dieters are rolling in their graves right now. Okay, they're not dead yet, but They're gonna implode someday. Guaranteed. But I'm just saying, I know they're probably watching. They tend to watch, and I'm sure they're just like rolling their eyes at me drinking my heavy whipping cream in my drink. But I'm gonna do it anyway because if I can do that and then I don't have the munchies, it's better for me. So yeah, there won't be any more gummy bears. So I won't be able to have any gummy bears for Christmas because of my braces, which makes me cry a little bit because I was kind of hoping to get some more of those Smart Sweets, but that'll make them even sweeter when I get the braces off, right, guys? They're probably not the best choice for me. As you guys know, they're trigger food for me, and I should avoid them anyway, so maybe this is a good way to get myself to not eat them anymore. Okay, so does anyone have any questions about the protein or anything else? I am going to go ahead and start reading through the comments and seeing what you guys are talking about and see if you're talking without me like you always do, which is fine. And then we can chat more about it. You can ask me more detailed questions. Maybe I didn't answer the question well. Let me know. All right. Let's see. 6:20 and cold in the UK. Wait, 6:20 a.m. or p.m. in the UK? Gotta know. Hey, Sarah. Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Good to have you here. She's my keto guru. She doesn't get into binds with seeds and nuts and stuff like me because she's a good girl. She's a very good girl. All right. Oh, Lisa's here. Lisa Sums. Hi. She's the sweetest commenter. I'm sure you guys know. Oh my gosh. Christina McMillan, good to see you. Oh, Phelan says, I'm 36. I got braces a month ago. I have ceramic on top and regular on the bottom, and it's not too bad. I think I'm getting ceramic all around. They said that they'd be the clear ones. Is that what you mean? I don't even know. Like, yeah, they said they would be clear, so you'd kind of just see white bumps and then like the line. I don't know. It'll be all right. Sorry if I knocked the camera down. I'm trying to move my legs, and I'm going to grab cords. All right. So you have braces, love keto living, and you're about to lose them. Awesome. Okay. You guys are so cute. 47 with braces. That's awesome. Oh, wait a minute. Faces, I was eating steak by the third day. Third? What am I going to eat? Do I need to be prepared for this? Do I need to go buy stuff? What do I need to eat, guys? Is it soft foods only? How bad does it hurt? I'm kind of a wimp. Nope, I'm not letting myself get scared. We'll figure it out. I would send Dave to the store for protein shakes. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm just going to skip all the braces stuff. Sorry, guys. Okay. Lisa says, I just do keto based on Dr. Finney with lean protein, high fat. Yeah, I could say that, but I think that still doesn't quite explain it 100% because people will see how much protein I'm eating and they get confused and they ask me questions. Oh, that's one thing I was going to say. Oh, that reminds me though. Okay, one of the benefits of eating a higher level of protein, a higher amount of grams of protein, is that I actually get more food for my calorie budget. So if you guys are worried about feeling hungry and deprived, you will not feel hungry and deprived most of the time on keto in itself. The fat is very satiating, but I'll tell you what, eating more food bulk is so much more reassuring for those of us who have binge eating problems, okay? Feeling full is vital when you're trying to feel comfortable and not have anxiety over a new diet or change in diet. And so even though fat is satiating, it's not necessarily as filling. Does that make sense? I think you have to eat more of it and you get more calories in you for the bulk. Whereas when you can eat more chicken, your stomach feels more full, which for a person with a binge eating problem can be very calming. So that is kind of what another benefit. Okay, Andy Arts says, what percentage of protein am I doing? So if you want to look at my caloric percentage, if I were to eat my macros perfectly, which I never do, never, but if I were to eat them perfectly, okay, it would end up being 55% fat, 39% protein, and 6% carbs. Is that right? 6 carbs? Pretty sure it's something like that. Did I add that math right? 55, 39. D16. No, it's 11% carbs. Whatever the percent carbs is left. Though I don't always eat so many carbs, so probably it's a little different on me. But if I eat it exactly, that 5539 is the protein calorie pie chart way it turns out. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, I hope somebody blocked that one. You know my kids watch this, Benji. So I don't necessarily appreciate schlong pics. So you can go now. Bye-bye. Hey, Dave, if you're on, can you take care of that? All right. Let's see. Seema Ruby says, I've been maintaining the last 5 months by doing lazy-ish keto, only some tracking, but ready to move on. I've lost 35 pounds. I have 35 more to go, so I'm back to my original macros. All right, awesome. Now, you did yours a little different. I remember your macros were a little different than mine, right? You did a little less protein, a little bit more fat, like more like probably what? 65, 30? Am I wrong on percentage-wise? I don't know. Tell me what you are doing. All right. And yes, keto's evolving, and like those of us who are like stuck in a rut and just can't deal with the new science, like we have to be open. And anytime there's new science, we need to be willing to like look at that. We need to be willing to go, okay, maybe I was wrong about this. Maybe I need to change. So I'm not saying I'm like stuck here forever. I'm just saying it works really well for fat loss. If your goal is to lose weight, this is what to do. It works better than regular keto. So much better. It's kind of like almost crazy like a PSMF might be. If you've heard of PSMF, I've never really done it fully. It's a protein sparing modified fast, and it's extremely low fat, like way low fat, like 25 grams of fat a day, and high protein. So like upwards of 150 plus for a woman my size protein. So it's kind of on that same concept, other than it's completely sustainable when you adjust your fats. You can keep your protein the same and bring your fats up, making it a different percentage, obviously, but you're still eating that same gram number of protein to ensure your muscles do not deteriorate, especially as you get older. All right. See, I always get that wrong. You said so Karen says 1.2 grams per kilogram of reference body weight on the low end and 2 at the upper end. But on the blog post, he calls it moderate protein, which doesn't really explain it either. Yep, I know. That's why he doesn't really have a word for either. I say higher just because I'm in reference to other ketoers here on YouTube, because most people who watch me watch, Lauren Brazy and watch Keto Connect and watch Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom, and, like they watch everybody else who does it a little different, and they're probably confused when they watch what I eat and they go, wait a minute, what? Yeah. Okay, what is my goal weight? Just curious. It changes on a daily basis. I really don't know. At first, I thought that I really just wanted to be under 200 pounds because I really hadn't ever been under 200 pounds. I am now under 200 pounds. Even in my water weight flux, I didn't hit the 2 again. Woo! That is a victory for me. I can't even explain to you how great that feels, that I don't ever have to worry about seeing that 2 again. Barring some crazy, who knows, mess that might happen in my life. I never intend to see that again. It will be even awesomer when I get fully into the 180s, but I'm kind of been happy here in the 190s. But I do not like my gut. It's really uncomfortable for me to look at. I think it's funny because it's so much smaller than I've ever been in my life. But the rest of me is so small. Like from the back, I look very slim. From the front, looking directly at me, I look very slim because through here, I am very slim. But when I turn sideways, I have this freaking monster gut. And so it's weird to be slim everywhere and still have gut. And I hate that. I feel like it's really disproportionate. And I'd really like to see it go. And I worry that a lot of it is loose skin, and that no matter how much I lose, I'm never really going to lose that gut, or at least the semblance of it. I don't know. I don't want to wear minimizers every day. It's extremely uncomfortable, especially where I'm dancing and things. I just don't really want to deal with minimizers. If I have to, I have to. I'm not opposed to skin removal surgery sometime in the future, but it takes us, the braces is going to take all the money we have saved for medical expenses. So better not have any surgeries coming up. What will I do? Maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should save it for surgery. No, I got to do it. No, I got to do it. I'm doing it. Doing it. I'm trying to talk myself out of it because I'm scared of doing it, but I'm doing it. Okay. So, oh my God, wait, I didn't even really say. I'm happy where I'm at. I'd love to see the 150s, but don't know. Don't know. Okay. There we go. Okay, so love keto living. I heard too much protein spikes your insulin. Okay, that is true and not true. It's also a myth and not a myth. Can it make your blood sugar levels a little higher? Yes, it does. If you are not diabetic, will it affect you really? No. Not in regards to weight loss. If that were true, since I am insulin resistant, I would be not able to lose weight doing it. And I have lost a freaking crap ton of weight. I've literally cut my body in half, guys. So it cannot be that worrisome. Secondly, Dr. Finney is basically curing type 2 diabetes with this protein number. Okay? That is his goal. It's what he developed this for. So it is not going to raise your insulin levels higher than you need to worry about. I wouldn't worry about it unless you are a diabetic. Of course, you're monitoring, and if it does cause you problems, you're going to want to lower the number. You know, be flexible. I'm not saying it's a hard and fast number for everyone. Plus, like I said, it's average. And your lean mass may be smaller. You may need a smaller number if you really know your lean mass number, your body fat percentage. If you've done like a bod pod scan, it's really, really helpful to get close to that lean mass number. Nobody knows for sure what their lean mass number is perfectly, but you might have a general idea and you can get a better idea. You can do your own math to get that protein number. We're just taking average lean mass for the average human being. Okay, that's where we get it. So let's see. Another thing I should address is gluconeogenesis, which everybody says it's basically turning protein into sugar because your body because you ate too much of it. Okay, so is it true that your body turns protein into sugar? Yes. Is it true that overeating your protein causes that? No. And that is where the problem lies. Okay, guys, let me explain this to you. Gluconeogenesis is always happening on keto. Doesn't matter how much protein you eat, it's happening. Your body needs a certain amount of glucose to run the brain. It will get it from your protein, regardless of how much you eat of it. That is why carnivore works. That is why this higher protein works. Because it always happens. Okay, you guys, it always happens. Ginger Keto in the UK, she did a great video on this and explains all the nitty-gritty science. If you want to go search that on her channel, I am not going to do a video on that. I've talked about it. I feel like I've talked about it ad nauseum, but I guess I haven't talked about it in a few months. So you may be new to hearing that. You may argue with me. Feel free to argue, but the fact remains that your body is always doing it. If you're in keto, you're having gluconeogenesis. You can't prevent it, and eating too much protein doesn't cause it. There you go. Okay. It's a healthy thing. It's not a bad thing, guys. G&G. Good for your brain. Okay. Let's see. Seema says, let me tell you, those macros really work. I'm already down 2 pounds. High protein, lower fat does work. You just got to stick with it. Yep. So true. So true. Oh, and it's in the evening in the UK. Well, that's good. I guess it's not in the middle of the night. Some of my Australian friends have a hard time with the time difference. It seems like it's worse, but I don't know. I don't wrap my brain around that whole time zone thing. I can only live in the moment that I'm in. You know what I mean? Okay, Kathy McS. I've lost 60 pounds, but I'm out of control and gained 12 pounds back, and I can't get it together. Hubby has M&M's, chips, candy bars, ice cream. I was strong for a year, and now I am weak. Don't feel weak. That is just how things sometimes happen. You know what I mean? You can't beat yourself up. I get it. Food is a temptation. It is an addiction. And once you have a little bit of it, it's just an all free-for-all, which is the reason why I'm holding myself back so heavy duty. Because I know for a fact, if I were to eat one bite of sugar, I would be in the same boat. I just won't. I mean, look what happened. Just barely kicking myself out. A tiny bit of ketosis on Halloween eating keto treats. What happened to me? I have been having severe anxiety and munchies for like 3 weeks. It's stressful. So I get it. I get it. Don't beat yourself up, okay? You made the choice to eat carbs. It's a choice. It's not out of your control. You do have a way to get it together, okay? You can get back on the wagon. I highly suggest eating all the fat. If you're going back into it, don't try and do a deficit that first week. Put heavy whipping cream in your coffee. Do all of the things I normally tell you not to do. Make some fluff with heavy whipping cream and cream cheese and eat it up. Every meal if you've got to. Just track those carbs. Don't forget to track those carbs. Okay? And then distract. Practice using your no muscle. Look at those M&Ms and just say, I am choosing not to partake in that. I am choosing this for myself. Choosing this. You either choose to do it for yourself or you choose to eat the M&Ms. Either way, it's a choice and there's nothing bad about it. You can't guilt yourself, okay? It's a choice. Once you wrap your brain around it being a choice and not an out of control thing, you have much more control over it. Also remember, when your body is starved of glycogen, it's going to beg you for more. Until you can get past that, it's hard. So distract. Lots of Candy Crush, lots of going out with your friends, lots of staying out and being busy, and eat all the fat. Eat as much fat to satiety as you possibly can stand. And then the next week, once you've gotten a handle on getting that glycogen out of your system, then you can go to a deficit and begin from there. But please don't beat yourself up. You know, it's the holiday season. It is a rough time of year. Do not beat yourself up. Halloween candy, Super Bowl parties. There's always something that's going to try and mess with our journey, right? I mean, am I right? Everybody starts January 1st and by Super Bowl Sunday they die. It's just the way it is. It's human nature. It's normal and it's okay. The worst thing you can do is beat yourself up and feel bad. Just keep in mind, the longer it takes for you to get ready and do it, the more weight you're going to have to deal with bringing back off. So that's just, if that's a concern to you, try starting as soon as possible. But if you really feel like you can't, just try and keep those carbs as low as you possibly can. Don't binge. Don't go crazy. And make it until the first of the year and start over. But don't beat yourself up. It's not worth it. All right, so let's see. Yes, I have a ton of yogurt in the house, so I think I'll be okay. But yeah, I may want to go get some 5%. That's a good idea, so that I can get some fats in that way. I've got my cream cheese. I've got all my fats. I've got my cream cheese and my heavy whipping cream. I've actually got some sugar-free Jell-O, but none of those have got enough protein. My main concern is going to be the protein. I'm probably going to need to go grab some protein shakes. I don't really want to do bars, but maybe shakes. Gosh, I didn't even think of that, you guys. A lot of ibuprofen, right? Doesn't ibuprofen help? I mean, I'm not a real wimp. I'm kind of a wimp, but I can handle stuff. I mean, I've had freaking 8 babies. Can't be as bad as that. I hope. It was pretty bad having babies. Didn't have a C-section, though. I've never had surgery. That's the main thing that scares me from weight loss surgery. Or, I mean, not weight loss surgery. Well, yeah, weight loss surgery went back in the beginning. That's actually why I didn't do weight loss surgery and I did keto instead. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness for my fear of surgery. No, skin removal surgery. It scares me because I've never done a surgery ever. I've never even had my wisdom teeth out or my tonsils removed. Nothing, you guys. Nothing. So a little stressful. A little bit worrisome. Little bit. What was I going to say about that? There was something I was going to say about that. Oh, yes. So I've been, of course, obsessively watching Fat Girl Fed Up. And she just had her skin removal surgery like a little bit over a week ago. And I'm so excited for her. She's lost 312 pounds. She's only a year ahead of me in her journey. And she had a lot more to lose than I did. And the loose skin really bothering her. I don't think it's going to bother me as much. Doesn't seem like it will, but yeah, I'm like watching that obsessively going, can I do that? I don't know. But the more I lose, the more I start to think about that, especially my arms are really bothering me. It's worse and worse. my skin here is really thin through here now, and like even my pits are really caved in, and it's difficult like to shave, and they're always in my way, and especially bothers me in ballet and clogging when everything's bouncing around. Trying not to like hate it, but I am starting to be a little bit more open to the idea of possibly doing a surgery, though I can't imagine doing it this coming year. It probably wouldn't be till 2020. Maybe 2020 will be the year. We will see. Okay. How are we doing on time? 40 minutes in. Okay, we got 20 more minutes. All right. Okay. Keto Cricket says, I'm hungrier when I eat higher protein, but I may just be the odd duck. I've noticed that people need a higher sodium level on the higher protein. It seems to be the people who come to me who have done it forever with the other way and haven't had to supplement as much sodium seem to need more. I don't know if it's just more diuretic. That could be your reason, because hunger on keto is usually an electrolyte issue, not a food bulk issue. You might need to have 3 meals instead of 2. I don't know. And I'm not saying everybody has to do it. You can do it how you want. I'm just saying that's why I do it the way I do it. Does that make sense? All right. Karen, I know I need to make you a moderator. Why do I always forget I need to make you a moderator? Because you're always here and I appreciate it. Get rid of those inappropriate profile pictures. How does YouTube allow inappropriate profile pictures? Do I really want to look at someone's private areas in their profile picture? No. Shouldn't that be like against the rules? I don't know. Not that I'm a rules person, especially when it comes to YouTube. I feel like it should be open. But yeah, that was kind of icky. I hope my daughter didn't see that. Ew. All right, let's see. Lisa, those macros don't look too bad. I wouldn't maybe do the 106 fat if you're trying to lose fat, but that's probably about what I eat to maintain around that average, level. So like almost even protein and fat level is kind of what I try and shoot for maintaining. So if you're trying to lose fat, the fat coming down a little bit would be good, but your protein number is great. So you should be good with that. Yes, I think so. The closer you are to your goal, the skin weight seems to be a thing, because you notice it more. And I'm like, my stomach skin still has plenty of fat in it. See, I'm like looking at Fat Girl Fed Up's pictures and trying to compare it to me, and I'm like, oh, she looks so much like me in this area and this area, but stomach wise, like her fat skin roll things looked way skinnier than mine. Mine are still quite full of fat, so I still have a little ways to go, I think, before I could be ready to do that. But yeah, I don't know what my goal weight will be. I don't know when I'll feel like I need to be done. I don't know. Yeah. All right, let's see. Hi, Chelsea Mack. Good to see you. Today you're going over your protein. Well, that can happen. And you know what? Don't be afraid of that. You would literally have to go drastically higher before it to really cause you any big problems. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I go over a lot. A lot, actually. Okay, let's see. Keto Cricket says, my tummy is much smaller and flatter than after I lost weight with my son, so just stay the course. I feel like you have to give yourself time for autophagy once you reach goal weight or close. Yes, and I definitely, that's another reason why I'm kind of slowing down my weight loss at this point. When I first began this journey, I was all about, get this fat off of me now. Like, I wanted to be to the end. It felt like it was a monstrous thing that was going to take so long. It felt like the hugest weight, the hugest burden, the most difficult mountain to climb. Now where I'm at now, I'm like pretty satisfied with how I look. I don't feel like people are staring at me. I don't feel like I don't fit in the world. I can do anything I want to do, and I do. And I do whatever I want. You guys have probably noticed over on Hide and Seek, I when we went to Corn Bellies, I jumped on the jumping thing, and I danced with my kids. I joined a ballet class. I don't feel like my weight is holding me back from what I want to do anymore. And I think that's a big difference of why I feel like I can chill for a while. But also, I want my skin now to, at this point, to have time to like do its thing. So now I don't feel like a huge rush to get that last 40 pounds off. I just feel like it'll come when it comes. And so I probably will hit it hard in January for a few months and then maybe take a break again. We'll see. I will probably end up taking a break during dance competition season just because of the fact that it's dance competition season. And I just know it's going to be crazy. It won't be as crazy as last year, thankfully, because my girls, I don't think my girls are going to compete. My little girls are going to compete in anything but clogging. Though my older daughter is going to do one big competition. So I shouldn't have as many competitions. But you guys, it'll be a miracle if I survive this spring with all of my dance companies that I photograph and all of the editing it takes. I may actually have to hire someone this year. I don't think I'm going to be able to physically do the 2 YouTube channels plus my big photography time all and survive. I'm like probably going to die. I'm dreading it so bad. I just know I'm going to have to hire someone. But if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. So I'll do it if I have to do it. Okay. Let's see. Karen says, I ate a ribeye as big as my head last night. It didn't kick me, but my blood sugar did go up. I've got that decade of diabetes damage and my metabolism to deal with. Yeah. I mean, especially if you have tendency for diabetes, it can be an issue. So just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. I mean, like I said, it's not hard and fast rules across the board. It's just, this is working for me. It's working for a lot of people. It's literally working for thousands of people. But that doesn't mean that you aren't the exception that's not going to work. You know, I mean, I know a couple of people, it's just not worked for them. And like, I know Crazy Keto Girl, yeah. Crazy Keto Girl tried it for the longest time and it really didn't help her. And when she went back to the regular high fat, low carb, it worked for her. And now she's having a baby. So she's on a little bit of a break, though she is doing pretty good on her pregnancy. So she claimed that high protein, which really didn't work for her. So you never know. You never know. And I'm pretty sure she was doing almost the same thing I was doing. Because I'm pretty sure she was on that same board. Yeah. All right. Let us see. Karen says, if we didn't have G&G, we'd die on keto. Yep. That is true. Chris, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. High protein doesn't hurt me, and my sugar used to be high. Oh, that's good. That's good. I've never tested my blood sugars. I've never tested my ketones. Ever. I probably will once I get to a place where I really want to maintain. I might check my ketone levels there and see if I can mess with my carbs. But after dealing with getting kicked on Halloween, I'm thinking my carb threshold isn't super high. Which is a bummer because I went back and like added it up and it really wasn't a super large amount of net carbs. So that's kind of sucky for me. I think it was like 30 net. But I mean like total it was a lot because those gummy bears have like 33 total carbs and then they're like 31 grams of fiber or something. All right. Chris, I got no arm muscle. Sorry, kid. Okay, let's see. Oh, good, Kathy. I love that attitude. That's how you win. That's how you win, you guys. Just this week, we were talking about that. Like, how do you attain a really big goal is you just keep course correcting. Every time you see yourself veering off a little bit, you just bring yourself back in. And that is the way we do anything in life. If you want something bad enough, you'll keep course correcting. That doesn't mean you'll never go off course. You will. You will. But you just keep pulling yourself back in. And you'll be good. There was another thing I learned this week that I was going to talk about, but I forgot what it was. Dang. Well, maybe I'll think of it. Let's see. Yeah, ask your husband to not bring it home. I mean, that's definitely, if it's just your husband that's choosing to do that, maybe he could just keep it outside in his car or something. Thankfully, my husband does not do that. He is still eating keto, just eating maintenance calories. My kids, though, on the other hand, they always have sugar. Because I'm too nice. And I always give in to their sugar whininess. maybe it's a way for me to like feel like, well, I can't have it, so at least you can. I don't know, but gonna have to rein that in. Gonna have to rein that in too. I love it. You choose to make the right choice. I love it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good job. You can do it. Yeah, and Karen, it does get to a point where you just don't want that stuff. And that's where Sarah from Pearls of Wisdom is a genius, because she got to that place where she doesn't want it and she's able to squint past it and not partake of it and not want it, because she didn't ever give in to having protein bars and keto treats and all of those things that she knows will trigger her. She doesn't even have sugar-free gum because it triggers her. So she is very careful, very, very careful with her carbs, because she knows herself well. Some of the rest of us are a little bit more lenient that way, and maybe we'll get into trouble. We'll hopefully not, but I have been in that place where I didn't want it, and I have also come back around to where I wanted it again. I know my sister is really struggling with that. When she hit her goal, she had a really difficult time staying on plan, convincing herself in her mind that just because she was thin, she could have it. She kept trying to convince herself. It has been a mental battle for her to fight that again since she got to her goal. So it can be, it is a journey, and it comes around and around. So try and stay in that place where you don't want it for as long as you can, and that is the best. That is the best. All right. Thank you, everyone, for the compliments. My page on Facebook is just Keto Chaos. There's two. So one is my actual business page, and if you like it, you'll get like information from me and like videos and stuff. Same as YouTube. If you look for the actual group and request to join and answer the two questions that it asks you, the two questions are basically, will you speak kindly to each other, and will you not sell stuff? No selling is allowed. So those are the only two things you have to agree to come to the group. If you answer those questions, then you're in the right place. If you didn't answer them and you got declined, that is why. So I apologize if I declined you, but you got to answer the questions. All right. Let's see. PMS is a difficult time since I crave anything during that time. Okay, yes. If you are having difficulty during that time of the month, eat all the fat. Take a 1 week break or a few days break or a 1 day break if it's killing you. I'm telling you, the fat will help you feel better, especially if it's like treat light, like mousse or whatever. It does help. But the same rules apply. Distract, distract, distract. Stay busy. Don't think about it. Avoid places that cause you to munch. You know, if your weakness is a certain place, don't go there. Do everything you can to make it through. It's a sucky time of month. I feel for you. Thankfully, it hasn't been that bad for me. But if it's serious and you're about to go off the rails, eat all the fat. Don't go off the rails. Oh man, I'm gonna get me some of that 5% Faye, because that sounds really good for tomorrow. Oh, but I like the arm guy. He's funny. Sorry. I already talked about Fat Girl Fed Up. Oh, after Jasper's birth, braces will be a breeze. That is true. My birth with him the actual birth was fine, but the afterward was pretty scary. So yeah. All right, let's see. Is she on Netflix? No, she's on YouTube, but she went off YouTube for a really long time, and she's on Instagram. That's where she's most active. So Fat Girl Fed Up is mostly active on Instagram, and that is her Instagram handle. Fat Girl Fed Up. Her name is Lexi, but she has a YouTube channel. She did YouTube for a little while and took a break and did only Instagram. Now she's back on YouTube documenting her weight loss, like fat removal. What do you call it? Skin removal. Yeah. Skin removal surgery. It's very interesting. Another girl who did skin removal surgery videos way back in the day from ketogenic dieters was Misty from Mind Your Macros. Misty, what is her last name? Oh my gosh, help me, you guys. You know I know this. Why has her name got out of my head all of a sudden? I'll think of it. Anyway, her website is Mind Your Macros. She does like custom meal plans for this way of keto. So if you like need that, you could go over there to her and she could give you that if you want to pay her. She did a YouTube video series also on her tummy tuck that she did, I think, over a year ago. So if you go searching for tummy tuck Misty, you probably find her videos if you're curious. I watched all of them and it made me nervous. I don't know if I want to go through it after watching that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, guys, we have 6 more minutes and I'm way behind you. I know I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I wonder how much skin weighs. Okay, that's a good question. I wonder the same thing. I know that Fat Girl Fed Up had 7 pounds of skin removed from her belly only. I thought it would be more than that, but that's how much her skin weighed that they removed from her belly. So that was interesting to me. All right, let's see. It's better to go over your protein than your fat or your carbs if you're trying to lose weight. That is so true. All right. I look like a Shar-Pei after a 152-pound loss. It would cost a small fortune to pay for skin removal. I do not know how much it is. In my mind, I'm estimating it's $10,000 per area, but I don't know. And like, there's a lot of areas, right, guys? I think if I can find somebody that does the arm skin removal without a huge scar, like there is a doctor that's really close to here. He did my daughter's chin and he sewed it up in a way that just sucked the skin together and it just left this tiny scar. If he's able to do that, I might just do my arms and see how it goes and then move on from there because my arms really bug me a lot. And I feel like they interfere with my dancing and stuff. So I would probably think of doing it. But I do love dancing. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. True, 8 birth kids and how big I was, my skin does look pretty good considering. I agree. It doesn't look as bad. I mean, I don't think I'd be brave like Lexi to show it. That takes a lot. When I look in the mirror, I don't think it looks bad and ugly, and my husband doesn't think it looks bad and ugly, but I think a lot of people would think it looks bad and ugly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it takes a lot of money. I don't know. I mean, we do have like a medical savings account, but I'm about to blow it on braces. And then my 13-year-old's about to get braces too. So we probably won't have much money for that. I don't know. They take payments though, probably. Yes, Teresa, she says that the high protein didn't work for her. She tried it for 2 months. I remember that. Yeah, she was another one that it just didn't work. Oh my heck, don't talk about gummy bears. No more gummy bears for me. Now I wish I would have bought some. I wish I would have bought a big case. Oh wait, no. If I had bought a big case, I'd eat them all tonight and kick myself out of ketosis. Hello, Tamara. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Oh, Karen says, the great thing about keto is that it allows for everyone's individual needs. We can adjust our protein and fat as long as carbs are low. We can stay in ketosis. Yep, that is true. Very, very true. I know that she also can't do the higher protein and the higher fat works for her because of diabetes. How is Dave doing? Haven't seen him on in a bit. How is Dave doing with weight loss or how is Dave doing in general? Like, what exactly is Dave? I know he's not on my channel very often. It's not because I don't want to film him. It's just like a lot of the time he's not with us because we never see each other. You know, he goes to work and I do homeschool and then I do dance and we go to dance until like 8 or 9 o'clock. We get home, we have dinner. I don't usually vlog dinner. I guess I could vlog him cooking dinner, but I don't. And I could. He's occasionally in. If you saw the video on, it was the 999. It was fixed my tooth video, which by the way, did you ever notice that? The dentist like ground off that pointy part on my tooth. Cute, right? Yeah. Anyway, he was like hugging me behind and making funny faces at me while I wasn't really paying attention in one of the video clips in that video. He's here. He's good. Weight loss wise, he has maintained for a year. He just isn't interested in, eating a deficit. He doesn't eat carbs, but he hasn't really lost any weight in a year. And like since August, like since I started this channel, basically, he hasn't lost anything. He did lose 100 pounds before that, and he's comfortable where he's at, and I'm fine with that. He can be comfortable for as long as he wants. I'm cool with that. So I don't know if that answers your question or not. Okay. Hi and bye, Paula. It was good to see you. Yeah, I need to get some Premier Protein, I think. Let's see. Welcome, Jermaine. Welcome, Christopher West. Jessica Keenan's had a pizza for the first time yesterday, and it was delicious. A pizza? What is that exactly? Like a chicken crust pizza? Those are good. I actually had a skillet pizza like Teresa is. Keto Fat Girl No More. She's the one who taught me how to make a skillet pizza. Oh, everybody keeps asking me about the fried cheese. How do I make the fried cheese? I learned how to do it from Keto Fat Girl No More. You just spray some olive oil in a pan. Well, at least that's what I do. I use olive oil spray in a nonstick pan. Put an ounce of cheese, of shredded cheese in there. I do use the carby cheese, and maybe that's not a good choice. I do count those carbs, but it's just convenience sake. You do not have to do that. You can shred your own. I just wait until the edges are slightly brown, flip it, let it cook for just a second more, and a couple, I don't know how long. I just cook it, and then I eat it. And then if you're going to make it pizza, you don't flip it. You just put everything on top, cook it till it's brown on the bottom. Last night, Dave made me the best pizza. It was mozzarella crust and then chicken and garlic cheese sauce from Ragu, just a little couple of tablespoons of it, and mushrooms and green onions. If it had a couple of tomatoes on it, it would have been like genius. It was so good. I might eat that every day. I really loved it. It was really good. But Teresa says she loves those. Everyone hit the like button. Cindy, you're so sweet. Thank you. All right, let's see. Skin's the largest organ. Yes, I knew that back from grade school science. Yeah, I'm a homeschooler, so there you go. But yeah, like it's your whole body. Yeah. If you were single, you'd have skin removal maybe, but because hubby doesn't mind, you don't mind. Yeah, that's how I feel right now, but I feel like maybe in the future I'm going to want to get rid of it. I don't know. We'll see. My sister's lucky. She doesn't have very much loose skin. She never got as big as me, and she's younger. We have good skin, though. We have good genetics. Like, my skin is really elasticy, and I have noticed I look a lot older, especially like in my neck skin, and I'm getting a lot more wrinkles. You can't see them in YouTube. YouTube has a filter. I'm telling you, guys, I have a lot of wrinkles, and they weren't that noticeable before I lost the weight, and now even like I've noticed even just a pound makes them worse. So I'm definitely starting to show my age, but you know what? Why not? I'm turning 44 on the 30th of this month. Happy birthday to me. I'm excited. It's a Thursday though. That means I have to teach, but that's okay. We're hopefully going to do something fun that weekend. I don't know what we're doing. Probably going to go out and get me prime rib. I haven't done that in a couple months. I'm really needing me some prime rib. Karen says Dave was adorable when he was standing behind me. Yeah, that was the I fixed my teeth episode. He was being a dork and just cuddling me behind and making funny faces in the camera. He is really funny. He just doesn't super love the camera. He's working on it, and I think as we go along, he'll be more present. But my ultimate goal is to become so let's see, highly followed on YouTube and appreciated on YouTube that my husband will be able to quit his job and be with us. That is my ultimate goal. That's why I started the second channel. I really want it to become the way we earn our living so that my husband and I can actually see each other. Because like as it stands, I rarely see him. He is home today, and it's like a blessing. He came with me to my appointment, which always brings my anxiety levels down. Like, it makes me much less stressed out when he's here. I feel so much more calm when he is around. And so it's a blessing when he has a surprise day off that I didn't know he would have. And he's down there keeping the kids from killing each other today, so I don't have to scream. I apologize for screaming in front of you guys. I didn't know how to mute it. There's got to be a way to mute it, but
they were literally killing each other. I was worried about them. So I had to do something, and that got them to stop what they were doing at the moment. So, okay, so Jessica Keenan, the pizza. She says it's basically like a flat meatloaf with toppings on it. Yeah, you can do that with a chicken crust. The beauty of using ground chicken for that is that you can put tons of fat on top without getting your fat level too high. So if you're doing ground beef, you can't do that as much, but I bet it would taste good still. You could use the 93.7 and you could save yourself a lot of fat, though I don't know that it would be that delicious that way. We've used ground turkey, it doesn't work as well. It seems like the chicken does really, really well. You kind of mix cheese in with the chicken a little bit and an egg, I think it was. But I don't know. There was a really great recipe on ketogenic dieters, but I never saved it. That was kind of a bummer. And I can't go on there. They've blocked me, so I don't know. One of you guys could surprise me for my birthday with a really good chicken crust pizza recipe. I should have a P.O. box. You guys could send me birthday cards. I don't. Oh well. Is what it is. Okay, anyway. That's about all. Oh, Karen, you have it? If you have it, send it to me. That's awesome. That's about all I can talk about. I don't know. If you guys don't have anything else to talk about, we're over an hour. I should probably go back and make sure my kids are still working on their schoolwork. They were this morning, but who knows? Plus, we are vlogging today. So I have to go record them doing something for the channel. I don't know what. Oh, but I did want to say, I have to do a little rant. Just going to do it on here at the tail end. Because I know a lot of people probably won't get this far. And I don't really want to promote this channel that I am talking about. So I'm not going to mention their name. But I did want to complain just a teensy weensy bit about this huge, huge channel. Huge. 7.6 million subscribers, okay? Imagine if you have 7.6 million subscribers and you decide you're going to teach them something that you feel is right, but may not actually be right. What kind of influence can you have? That is scary. Okay? That is scary. I want to be able to have a platform big enough that I can share my message of relationships and love and all of those things. But recently there was a channel who basically came out and vilified family vlog channels and homeschoolers in general and ripped them to shreds and basically said that YouTube needed to be what I say, a nanny state, okay? So that YouTube should have its own governing body that should watch over all videos that are made, family vlog videos that are made, and determine whether or not the children are being properly educated, properly cared for, overworked, etc., and that she would be proud to head that up. Let's just say I don't live in a socialist country for a reason. And when it comes to socialism, I'm not going to put up with that. And the day that YouTube becomes a nanny state is the day it dies. So that's all I wanted to say about that. If you saw that video, I hope you unsubscribe from that channel if you guys are subscribers. It kind of broke my heart a little bit. It turned me up a little bit. And then all of a sudden I was afraid to vlog because I'm like, oh no, what if I'm overworking my kids? What if people are judging me? What if people, and then I finally went, Tamara, like, no, no, I am not overworking my children. I'm filming them doing the things they do on a daily basis. They love it. It's their idea. They want to be on the channel. They have the choice that they can, anytime they don't want to be filmed or anytime I film them doing something they decide they do not want it on the channel, we don't put it on the channel. Even if it's something minor. Like, oh, I wish I hadn't said that. Could you please delete that, Mom? One exception was where Virginia assumed I'd cut a certain thing and didn't. I think she was kind of irritated that I showed her yelling at her sister, but I thought it was funny, and I'm not going to make that mistake again because she was not happy with me. Anyway, that's my rant about the family vlogs. I think family vlogs are awesome. I think they're super wonderful memories of super wonderful things that I would not normally do with my kids. It gets me off my butt and out the door and doing fun things with my babies that I've never done that like this. Never done that. I've just been a lot wrapped in myself, my whole raising of them. And it's time for me to be more kid-centered, which is why we did that whole balloon thing. And there's no way in a million years I would fill my house with balloons. Not for anything. I wouldn't even have paid the money for those balloons. They were not cheap. I would never in a million years have done that. And YouTube gave us that gift, that moment, that memory that was like insanely, amazingly fun. And that's what YouTube's about. YouTube's about happiness, joy, sharing that with others. And as soon as it isn't that about that anymore and we have to be afraid and have anxiety and worry, we won't be around here anymore. If you do follow me on Hide and Seek and you're looking for a t-shirt, we finally made the Jasper Thumbs Up t-shirts. It says OG Truth Seeker because I want everyone to talk about what's unique to themselves and find the things that they love about themselves. That's what Seek Your Truth, our hashtag means. And if you want to check out the merch store, that's awesome. I definitely want to do some Keto Chaos merch, but I just don't know how well received it is. If you're interested in me doing some kind of t-shirt or mug or something like that, please keep pushing me to do it because for some reason I keep getting hung up on it. Every time I go to do it, I just get too nervous that nobody's really going to want it, and I don't want to put myself out there like that. So if you guys really want it, keep bugging me because I'm this close to just doing it. So, all right. Now let's see if there's any more questions really quick. Let's see. No, she was not the same one that did the I tried keto so you don't have to video, though that was irritating too. Let's see. Well, Lisa, you said my videos are healthy, but people might not think so. My house is always a mess and it's falling apart, and I let my kids play with chickens, and, we don't always do what other people don't deem as what's appropriate for children because she thinks she knows everything about what children is appropriate. She has 2 children who she cares for 24 hours a day in a very I don't even know. She had a psychiatrist on the channel that was 100% agreeing with her. And she basically said she's chosen not to have children because it takes too much time and investment to create a healthy child. And so she's chosen not to have any children. And I'm like, girl, the day you pop a baby out of your vagina is the day you can tell me how to raise a child. You have no idea what you're talking about. That's what mama's got to say right there. Did I just say vagina? Sorry, kids. Are you watching? Oh, wait, they've heard me say that multiple times this week. Win. Okay, anyway, I love you all. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed that little rant at the end there. And let's see, if you did see the little rant at the end, let's put a pencil emoji for Homeschoolers Unite. And I love you all so much. I appreciate all of your support here and on Hide and Seek. You guys are the best people on the internet. You guys are the ones who are proving my son wrong when he said there's just bad people out there and all you're going to get is negativity. I get none because you guys are freaking awesome. And I appreciate you and love you all dearly, and I care about you. And I know I'm not watching all of your channels, so feel free to message me and comment on here and have conversation with me because I don't have enough time in the day to watch channels like I need to, and I feel so bad about that because I really want to support you guys because you're so good to me. But yes, always message me if you have any questions. You can find me on Facebook. It's easy to find me. And you can email me at ketochaos@gmail.com and I will answer you, I promise. So I just wanted to say how much I love you again. I know I say it a million times, but I do. I love you all so much. And I'll talk to you again soon.